mention it every time, but road wins, SEC.
Yeah, it's great to anytime you can go on the road in this league and get a win is huge, and you can look on the score sheet across the league tonight, and anyone who's able to go out and scratch out 3 points is coming home with big smiles on their face, and it's no different here. For us to get 4 goals, we've created so many chances this season. It's great to see. It's great to see our center forward get 2 goals tonight, because Jazz has worked her tail off all season long, and so for her to get 2 tonight was you could see the celebration on our sideline with the other players. Everyone was excited for her, and they were well set up. They were great build up on the right side by Addie to come across and play a great ball into the middle for her, and then really heads up play by Sydney Becerra, who's had such a wonderful season, to play her in, and then for Jazz to be able to hold off that defender and beat a great goalkeeper for the second one. And then again, Grace Ivy, we talk about what a remarkable season she's having, and she's showing what a great player she is, and just the growth for this season from last season has been fantastic to see. So for her to get a goal, and then for TJ to finish off the scoring for us there in the second half was awesome.
Now, Jazz and Taylor have been sort of flip-flopping in that starting role. Was there something you saw in training, or a matchup you saw to get Jazz to start today?
Well, Jazz just, playing time is always determined in training. Players have an opportunity every day in practice to go and scratch out that playing time, and that's exactly where it comes from. And Jazz had a great week, but all of our players train so hard, they work so hard, and so it's always competitive, and they're always competing for training for playing time. So good for her.
And then seeing a lot of jumble in the middle of the SEC standings. Just talk about how important it is not only to get a decision, but to get the win and not get a tie.
Well, wins compared to ties are, especially this year, the way the RPI has changed, that, the RPI had been that a tie was, half of a win and half of a loss. Now it's a third of a win, which almost hurts you a little bit, and then that's in the national RPI. But in the SEC, it's always been 3 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. So you've always been rewarded for going for it and trying to get that win. And sometimes you go for it and you end up getting the loss because you've exposed yourself a little bit on the back. So for us to go out and get now 2 road wins, that's something that we're pretty proud of. And now our next game will be at home against a Vanderbilt team who, really handed it to us last year. So being able to get home and play in front of the 12th man on Thursday night is a big deal. I know there's been a lot of advance tickets sold already for that game. There's a lot of promotions going on for that match, and we're excited to get home and play in front of our home crowd.
All righty, thanks a giga. Big road win again. Just talk about the effort you guys put into that.
Yeah, I think it was a great team effort from the very beginning. I mean, Sid and Addie put the ball on the platter for me to tap them in, so it was great from them, and it was a great team effort all around.
Talk about that offering you had to Grace there and the work you put in to get into the scoring position there.
Yeah, it was so good. It was great work around the back and then through the midfield. It was just overall a huge team goal, and just setting me up on the platter just to tap it in, and it was great. It was fun.
Now, were you feeling it in the first half, or just?
Yeah, I think I had a little bit of nerves, honestly, but as soon as I got one in the back of the net, just the floodgates kind of were open, and a little bit of confidence came into me. So I think that always helps.
And then just talk about how important it was to get back over 500 headed into the second half of the SEC season.
Yeah, 100%. Bouncing back from the loss last weekend was huge, especially on the road in the SEC. Any points you get is huge. So getting those 3 points and convincingly is a great thing for the team and going forward.
All righty, thanks a gig.
Thank you.
Boop.